is not a theme park. It is a natural resource, and it's something as a natural resource you have to be a lot more careful with.
Every place that we've been, we've just kind of noticed people ignoring markings and signs, leaving trash around, and that's disheartening because it's such a beautiful place.
That's like not handling your fish head appropriately. My name's Kathleen Stewart, and I'm a supervisory park ranger at Great Smoky Mountains National Park. With 9 million people visiting the Smokies every year, we spend a lot of time dealing with visitors and visitor services and safety type issues. And then of course we're also charged with protecting the resources and structures within the park. We talk with people about leave no trace all the time here in the park. And one of the biggest things I think in the 4 years that I've been at the Smokies that gets people in trouble is just the first principle being plan ahead and prepare. And if people did a little bit better job on that, I think that there would be more successful backcountry trips out there.
There's a lot like Max.
I've written in most of the national newspapers and many national travel and outdoor magazines. We really are in need of getting that leave no trace message out. It's very, very important, particularly now with the next 6 months are going to take us through spring, early summer, through the peak autumn leaf season. That's a lot of people come into the mountains, and if more of them knew about the leave no trace principles and philosophy, we'd be a lot better off.
Leave no trace really takes kind of a humanistic approach to educating people. People are really turned off by signs that say $50 fine if you cut the switchback, or $50 fine if you feed the chipmunk, or whatever it may be. People are turned off by that, and they don't really care.
The larger groups of visitors that just come for day hikes, it would be nice if we could help educate them as well to stay on the trail and even stay on in the middle of the trail so that they don't widen the trail. The park was put aside for the wildlife and to protect the resources, the plants and animals, and the cultural resources and historical resources, archaeological resources. We have it all here at the Smokies, and the people are the ones who are just the visitors here. And so if you think about just taking care of these special places, the national parks, they'll last a lot longer and they'll be just the same for the next generation of kids.
There are over 287 million people who visit the national parks each year. That's just national parks, and that's huge. Thinking about other people camping and hiking and campfires and the waste aspect. If everybody does a little bit to take care of where they are, to respect the people that are there with them, that sort of thing, then a lot can happen.
Treat it with respect, and also to be open to better ways that they could better take care of it, and be open to learning how they can do that more.
So my name is North Moench, and this is Ella Goodbrod. We work for the Leave No Trace Center for Outdoor Ethics as the Subaru Leave No Trace Traveling Trainers. So today we're going to be going on a little hike and talking about some of the impacts that we see and about ways in which we can minimize those impacts. There's a huge amount of land that is available, but it's a finite resource, and there's an infinite amount of people that are sharing this resource. So it is really important that we all understand kind of this common code of conduct that we can share, so that we have a mutual respect and stewardship of the land that we're on. So the best part of disposing of waste properly is the human waste. What do we do with human waste out there? So let's just dig a little hole here. 200 feet from water, 200 feet from your campsite, and 200 feet from the trail.
So this brings us into leave what you find. It's in some ways one of the most, or primarily the most ethical principle of the 7 principles.
A lot of times you don't necessarily need to have a campfire.
I think something that is really important is the fact that leave no trace is, they're not rules, they're principles, and it's about personal ethics. For someone to be in the mountains or the beach or whatever it is that's close to home and really bring leave no trace to their home area and say, whoa, this is what's happening here in my area, and if I take these steps, I can take care of this place.
I think we forget the sacrifices of people wanting to preserve areas like this. We just need to appreciate it.
If you give folks the reasons why they shouldn't feed the chipmunks or why they should stay on the trail, it makes folks a lot more interested in doing the right thing. And 99% of people want to do the right thing, and it's just that they don't necessarily know what the right thing to do is.